So admittedly, for the past couple of weeks, I haven't really been that excited about any Boruto episode just because I don't think they look too good. I don't think anything impressive really happens, and blah 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 blah. I basically just kind of write off the episode as just not being anything spectacular, and I'm just like, whatever, right? For what it does do, whatever. It's just for give it the benefit of the doubt. At least that specific moment in this episode was okay, and that's pretty much all I really think about it. I don't really have much to say about that episode for that particular week, which, and yeah, like I said, has been for the past couple of weeks. I just haven't really been that excited for anything going on, considering especially because Ishiki Otsutsuki is supposed to be here and this is supposed to be this big important thing. And last week when I saw the previews, I was just like, oh, we're probably not going to get anything special and this week's Boruto episode either. It's just going to be really lackluster and boring, and nothing interesting is gonna show off. And yeah, I wasn't really that excited about it. I slept in this morning and had to do a whole bunch of stuff, and I kind of just basically focused on doing that instead. And I finally got around to watching the episode, and holy shit, I was actually genuinely surprised. It actually completely subverted my expectations and to what it was actually going to do within the episode. It looked really good. The animation was pretty good. It had some high moments, some peak moments of really good Naruto / Boruto moments that were really cool. It was just really impressive. It really did subvert any expectations that I had, which were basically bottom of the barrel at that point, and I thought it looked really good. Right? Everything that happened in the episode was really good. The only time it wasn't really anything interesting was when it was actually going back towards Amato and Kawaki and everyone else that's there with Kawaki at that moment, and they're just like talking, right? They're talking about and they're giving off exposition. That's like the only part of the episode where I'm just like, go back to the fighting, go back to the interesting stuff, because that is so much more cooler. Because we're seeing Naruto and Sasuke fight together, and we have a moment in the episode where they have a callback to how Sasuke is always saving Naruto with his life, and he does the exact same thing with Boruto. Naruto is like swapping hands with Ishiki, and Ishiki's obviously fucking manhandling this dude. It looks really good. He pulls out the fucking twin lion fist bullshit that Hinata does, and like Naruto the last, which I thought was really cool. I mean, it wasn't like the lion fist, but it was like chakra enhanced fist move. I don't know how to call it. It just looked really cool. And, pretty much by that point, Naruto and Sasuke are pretty much out of commission. Boruto has his big, huge moment in the episode where he uses a high compression Rasengan to stop one of those big cube things that Ishiki uses and has been using in this fight. And, of course, he can't stop it. And then it's revealed what actually needs to happen in order for the God Tree, in order to be able to actually get revived back. And it's that the Ten Tails needs to literally eat a Otsutsuki, and they would then end up becoming a sacrifice for the God Tree in order to become a thing, and then it would produce a chakra fruit. And that was where the whole thing around the vessels comes into play, because the vessels and how they work is with the karma seal, they implant that onto a specific person, and that Otsutsuki member is able to come back to life. And so they can repeat this process over and over again, because remember, the Otsutsuki are aliens, and they go out to multiple different planets to go and do this all the time. But that stopped when they got onto planet Earth, because Kaguya betrayed Ishiki, and Ishiki had to hide within Jigen's body and become a parasite to be able to live and try this again under his own circumstances. And the original plan for Kara was that they were going to have Kawaki be the vessel for Ishiki Otsutsuki, and Ishiki was going to be the one who was going to be sacrificed in order to bring back the God Tree. But then they realized they can actually just use Boruto instead, because he became a vessel for Momoshiki. And so it's also explained by Ishiki himself that it would have actually been, it's actually a much better thing that it's actually Boruto being the one to get eaten, because a fresh, new, young vessel, or Otsutsuki, to be the sacrifice for the Ten Tails would actually bring out better chakra fruit, instead of it being Ishiki Otsutsuki who's already on his deathbed, and it would have created a less powerful, less potent chakra fruit. So it actually ended up working out into better. And then by the end of the episode, fucking Naruto is having his little moment with Kurama, and Kurama's like, yeah, I think I have a power up for you that you can use, but if you use it, you might die. And Naruto just pulls out this fucking new power-up move, and He looks more like the Ten Tails, or not Ten Tails, the Nine Tails has completely taken over his body, and like the chakra cloaks are running around him, and the fucking everything on his face and everything. It looks really cool. It's going to be used for the thumbnail. I'm probably going to show a little bit more images of certain shots. I believe on Twitter people were calling it like I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize if I mispronounce the word, like the baryon mode, or however you pronounce it, however you're supposed to say it. It looks really cool, right? I didn't expect anything like that in the episode, and just Kuroma's just like, yeah, I got you, homie. I got this fucking transformation move that you could use, and it might be enough to stop Ishiki, but you might die anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter, but it's your choice. And then of course Naruto, being the way he is, he's like, I was already prepared to die the moment that I decided I was going to be Hokage, which was a long time ago when he decided he was going to be Hokage. And the episode just ends, right? And we're going to have a really fucking awesome episode next week from just the previews alone. The animation's already going to look like it's high up there with some of the best, animated moments in Boruto. And it has to be something crazy. And I can't expect anything less than that. It has to look like it's something incredible, and I'm really excited for whenever we eventually get that episode next week, and I hope it looks good. I hope it's just as good as this week's, or even better, because if it's not better, then I'm going to be disappointed, obviously. But I already thought this episode enough on this week was actually really good. I wasn't expecting that. It subverted my expectations, and I'm happy to be wrong about an episode being better than what I thought it was going to be. So without further ado, let's go ahead and wrap up the video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next one. Have a fantastic day. I'm out. Peace.